Welcome. Today we're going to unlock a secret, a guide to a new kind of human being that might just be living in your house right now. We're about to explore a completely different way of seeing our children, not as projects we need to build, but as amazing messengers we need to understand. And this right here, this is the master key. This simple sentence is the secret spell we're going to master today. Seriously, let's become word magicians. Because what if the most incredible way to connect with this next generation is through the positive energy we create with our words and, even more with our own vibe? Let's do this. Let's be real for a second. Have you ever looked at your child and just not gotten them at all? Like they're operating on a completely different frequency, almost like they're a little visitor from another planet. Yeah, maybe you've had these worries pop into your head. You see these behaviors and you think, oh no, something's wrong. Or am I failing as a parent? Or are they falling behind? These are super common frustrations for parents today. But what if we're looking at this all wrong? This is the big shift. What if these aren't problems? Not at all. What if these are actually signs that your child's soul is just running a much, much newer operating system than the one the world is trying to make them use? So let's dive into this first big idea, thinking of our children's souls as having the latest OS. I'm telling you, it reframes absolutely everything. Think about it this way. In the past, children were seen as these blank slates, right? And you, the parent, had to write all the code from scratch. But today's kids? Oh no, they arrive more like the latest smartphone, fresh out of the box with these incredible high-spec apps, their natural talents, already installed. So what happens then? Well, when we try to force an old operating system, outdated values from a world that doesn't even exist anymore, onto this advanced hardware, what happens? They freeze. They glitch out. This can look like apathy or refusing to go to school or just zero motivation. It's a total system crash. This means our job description has fundamentally changed. We are no longer teachers trying to cram information in. We are now, drumroll please, environment managers. Our new role is to create the perfect conditions, like the best Wi-Fi and a full power source, so that the incredible apps they were born with can run smoothly and just beautifully. Okay, let's move on because this is where we learn to stop seeing flaws and start spotting pure genius. This is such a powerful idea. The world of tomorrow doesn't really need well-rounded people who are just okay at everything. AI can do that. The future belongs to the specialists, to the passionates, to these spiky, star-shaped humans with these unique points of pure brilliance. And here are two perfect examples. Do you have a child who can focus with superhuman intensity on puzzles or books but tunes everything else out? That's not a flaw. That's the beginning of a future researcher. Or what about the kid who just cannot sit still, who's like a little whirlwind of energy? That is not a discipline problem. That is a future performer, someone whose purpose is to move and shift energy. We have to stop trying to sand down their spikes. And now we get to the very heart of it all. We've talked about the child's programming, but what about our power? What is the most powerful spell we, as parents, can possibly cast? It's not about the expensive tutors or the fancy schools. So what is it? What's the single most elite education we can give these amazing children from the future? This, right here, this is the answer. It is that simple and that incredibly profound. The greatest gift, the most powerful magic, is for you to be seen genuinely, truly enjoying your own life. Because here's the secret. Kids don't really listen to what we say. They don't copy our lectures. They copy our energy, our frequency, our vibration. A parent who says, I'm sacrificing everything for you, is teaching that life is a heavy burden. But a parent who says, wow, I am so excited about my new hobby, teaches that life is a thrilling adventure. Your joy is their real curriculum. So how do we put all of this together? Let's reframe our entire relationship with one final, really powerful metaphor. Stop thinking of your child as something you own or that you have to shape. Instead, try this on. See them as an exchange student, a tiny little homestay guest who's from the future. They are not here for you to teach them about the past. They are here to guide you into the future. And here is your new mission, your simple two-step plan. When they're doing some strange obsession or behavior, don't try to correct it. Don't label it as weird. Instead, just become a curious observer. Step back, watch them, and simply say to yourself, how interesting.
because hidden in their strange behaviors are clues to a whole new way of being.
So I'll leave you with this question. Look at that little Futurian in your life. Look at their passions, their energy, their unique and spiky points of light. And then ask yourself, what magic did they bring from the future, specifically to teach me?